Hello wonderful people of the internet, welcome to episode 4 of Learning to be Blind. Today I'm going to talk to you about JAWS and Magic. Now, I've been asked by the tech guy at Bartimeus to try these out because it's really important to try all options when it comes to accessibility for your computer. So in the last episode we tried out Supernova, and you have probably figured out by now that that's not really working for me because it doesn't work with a lot of the programs that I use on my computer, and also magnification in general is kind of frustrating for me because it's big and you only see a certain part of the screen at once, and yeah, that's a problem. It's something that my head can't deal with. So today we're going to try JAWS, and JAWS is a screen reader rather than a magnifier, and we're going to see whether or not it works with the programs that I use on my computer. Now, I've worked with JAWS in the past. I worked with JAWS when I went to college, so from the age of 16 up until the age of 19. I didn't work with it on a permanent basis. I had some training so that I could master the basics, so that I could at least use it in combination with the site that I had to make me more efficient on the computer. It wasn't something I needed to depend on because I couldn't see, because at that time I could see very slightly more than I can see now. So I already know some of the basic commands because I've worked with it before. I worked with only Windows programs back then, so it worked pretty fine for me. And I did some Braille transcribing as well, which in other words was you open a Word document on the screen, you select the Braille font and it prints it out and embosses it. And I used JAWS also to do that. So yeah, it was kind of a fun and interesting experience to use JAWS back then. I've had it on my computer recently too because I've wanted to test it out before I was attending lessons at Bartimeus. I wanted to see if it was something that could work for me, and at that time I couldn't get it to work, but now I'm installing the newest version, so we'll see what happens. I only have 40 minutes in which to test this because it's a demonstration where you download and you have only 40 minutes before it shuts off and you have to restart your computer and start again. I finally have an installation wizard on my screen, and it's reading it to me, or it just did read it to me. And it tells me to click on next to continue the installation, or cancel to cancel it. So I'm going to hit enter on the next button, which is where the focus is at.
De JAWS installatieprogramma dialoogvenster, gebruiksrechtovereenkomst. Ik accepteer de voorwaarden in de gebruiksrechtovereenkomst, selectievakje niet geselecteerd. Geselecteerd.
Okay, so I'm selecting the license agreement, the acceptation. I've selected that I accept the license agreement, and then I'm going to hit enter again.
De JAWS installatieprogramma dialoogvenster, installatietype selecteren, standaardknop. Met deze optie worden de meest gebruikte programma-onderdelen geïnstalleerd. Aanbevolen voor de meeste gebruikers.
Okay, so which type of installation do I want to install? I want to install the standard installation. I assume that the button is already active then, because pushing the arrow keys doesn't read anything.
De JAWS installatieprogramma dialoogvenster. Gereed om te installeren. Selecteer installeren om met de installatie te beginnen. Selecteer terug als u uw instellingen voor de installatie wilt wijzigen of bekijken. Of selecteer annuleren om de installatiewizard af te sluiten. Installeren knop.
Okay, so do I want to go further with installing with the settings that I've chosen? Do I want to go back and change some of the settings, or do I want to cancel? I want to go further, so I'm going to hit the install button.
De JAWS installatieprogramma dialoogvenster. Installeren JAWS 16.0. De installatiewizard installeert JAWS. Dit kan enkele minuten duren. Status.
The install. Shut up, you can stop talking now.
De installatie wordt gecontroleerd. 0%.
So the install wizard is now installing the program, and I need to wait a few minutes. Oh, okay, it wants me to either activate JAWS with a license key or choose the 40-minute demonstration mode, so that we're going to choose the 40-minute demonstration mode.
Bureaublad, lijstweergave, niet geselecteerd prullenbak, 1 van 22. Gebruik de pijltoetsen om naar items te gaan. Druk op F2 om het geselecteerde item.
I'm finding it really clever that it can see my desktop icons when they're not actually being displayed on my desktop. I know some, like I said to you before, I know some basic commands already. So to navigate through your screen, you can either use the tab key or the up and down and left and right arrow keys. To open the start menu, that's normal, we hit the Windows key.
Vak invoerveld. Typ tekst in dit invoerveld of gebruik pijl omhoog of pijl omlaag om door items te navigeren.
Telling me the focus is down here on the search box. And it tells me to go up and down with the arrow keys to navigate through the menu.
Alle programma's FS Reader 3. Malwarebieters. Opdracht. Spibot main search en desktop. Internet Explorer submenu. Free YO. Ukrashead. iTunes. Fast Stone Photoresi. Windows Media Players. Artisteer 4 submenu. Filezilla. Jas. Paint Shop Rekenmachine. Kladblok submenu. WPS Preadsheet submenu, WPS Writer submenu, 1 van 17.
Google Chrome is not in my start menu list because it's up here on the taskbar somewhere, so I'm going to start typing to see if I can find it in the menu. Let's type Chrome.
C. Help en ondersteunen. Rekenmachine, 4 van 17. R.
Would really like to go to that search box.
FS Read alle programma's submenu, leeg. Zoekvak invoerveld.
Oh here, there's the search box.
Google Chrome, G.
Oh, she's found it.
Verlaat menu.
Gonna hit enter to open it.
Naamloos min Google Chrome. Pagina heeft 53 links. Linkzolderkamer.com.
It's loading my personal pip page, which is my basically a web page with all my favourite websites on it, so we'll see if we can navigate it and find the Facebook link.
Linkzolderkamer.com, 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 O, L, D.
Oh, it's reading.
E-R-K-A-M-E-R.C.
It's reading the letters.
Home/index link. Nieuw pip home link. Help link. Uitloggen link. Nieuwe groep/module link. Nieuwe link link. Instellingen link. Importeren link. Exporteren link. Zoeken link. JustConnect bezocht link. Wijzigt opladen link afbeelding. Beheer link. Abacus link.
Oh, well, we're now at the address bar, so I can... Facebook. It's not reading any characters as I type them, which is not really handy, because I have no clue if I type Facebook correctly now. But hey ho, we're in Facebook.
Facebook op Codee Alt+2 bezocht link. Startpagina Alt+1 link. Vrienden zoeken link. Vriendschapsverzoeken knoppenmenu. Berichten knoppenmenu.
It's... where is it? Up here in the... No, not... I don't know where those buttons are anymore. Where are we? I think we are up here in the buttons. Somewhere. In the notifications area.
Meldingen knoppen. Privacy snel. Account instellingen knoppenmenu samengevallen.
It's not working through Chrome as it should be, because it should be navigating through all of this, and it's not. It's just staying up in this area. Whether that's because I'm doing something wrong and should be hitting some extra keys, or whether it's because it doesn't work with Google Chrome in general, I have no clue. But it's designed to work with Internet Explorer, so if I was to open this on Internet Explorer, I could probably get it to work better. But what's more important to me is, will I be able to edit with my video editing software with JAWS? So
Menu, zoekvak invoerveld. Jas, Paint Shop Pro 9. Pinnacle Studio 17.
There we go, I want that one.
Verlaat menu.
We will
Pinnacle
open
Studio.
Pinnacle. I should be able to tab and push arrows to go through all of the buttons on Pinnacle, but the last time I tried this, it didn't work, so let's see. Well, I can see that the screen's moving, but I don't see reading anything. Using the up and down arrows is also not allowing it to read anything. I do know that if I hit Alt
Menu, nieuw submenu.
and open the menus,
Openen recent submenu. Vorige Pinnacle Studio meer projecten importeren projecten van Studio min app voor iPad importeren importeren
we'll read the file menus. So that's really interesting that it's reading those and not reading any of the buttons in the interface itself. To close the menu. So I'm hitting the tab key to navigate around, and it's not doing that, so it's definitely not going to work with Pinnacle. I'd like to thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe you learned something, maybe you didn't, I don't know. Maybe you should let me know in the comments below what you think of this, and maybe you're learning anything from it. And until the next episode, be good, and if you can't be good, have fun.